I mean, at the moment, we face a little bit like a chicken and egg problem. The forwarders, they have a lot of freight coming from the region, but most of the freight is trucked to, for example, Frankfurt, and it's bypassing Cologne. What they tell me as well, we need to convince some more airlines to fly to Cologne, and then, of course, they would allocate more business to Cologne. And the airlines, on the other hand, they say, well, if you have a commitment from forwarders, they would think about flying on a higher frequency to Cologne. So, and this is now a key task for this year and maybe the next year to match this and to try to convince both sides to use the Cologne opportunities.
Hi, this is Libin Chako-Kurian from Stat Media Group. We are here in Munich, Germany for Air Cargo Europe and Transport Logistic Trade Fair. With me right now is Thilo Schmid. He is the CEO of Cologne Bonn Airport. Thank you so much, Thilo, for joining us today.
Thanks, it's my pleasure.
You took charge as the CEO of Cologne Bonn Airport last year in March. Give us an idea about what changed since then.
Well, that's right. I think when I started about a year ago, the whole industry was pretty much influenced by the pre-COVID and the COVID crisis. And we had very low passenger figures, but really good cargo business. So that somehow stayed stable during the year. Cargo developed in a very good way at Cologne, and also passenger figures raised up again. So we closed the year with 8.8 million passengers and about 1 million tons of freight. And so all in all, it was a very successful year for us.
Can you give us an idea about the cargo development at Cologne Bonn Airport in terms of your strategy? How was the growth in the past, and moving forward, what you are trying to change or bring in?
I think we should have a look at the structure of the freight in Cologne. About 95% of our freight is coming from the integrators, so mainly UPS, FedEx and DHL, and 5% is general cargo. And to give you an idea on the growth, I think in the last year, pre-COVID, 2019, if you compare it with the last year, we had a growth of about 20%, which is really high, and we are happy with that development.
Can you also talk about the cargo development moving forward? What is your strategy?
I think in the general cargo, we are still in the beginning to develop our business. I mean, we have a nice warehouse. We think about building up a second one. Since last year, we have a new cargo handling partner with dnata, a world-class company. And together with this partner, we want to develop this business, especially during the day. There's a lot of capacity available during the day. And I think we want to make use of the good chances we have at Cologne Airport.
A bit more about the dnata operation, which they started last year, and how that brings value to Cologne Airport.
I mean, dnata is one of the best handling companies in the world, and we are very, very happy to have them on board since last year. And I think what they bring to us as Cologne Airport is a very professional setup when we talk about processes, when we talk about standards. And also, I think they are a very good managing company to also attract new customers together with us.
Can you give us an idea about the type of conversation that you had with the integrators, for example, UPS or DHL? What are they looking at Cologne Airport?
I mean, at the moment, we face a little bit like a chicken and egg problem. The forwarders, they have a lot of freight coming from the region, but most of the freight is trucked to, for example, Frankfurt, and it's bypassing Cologne. What they tell me as well, we need to convince some more airlines to fly to Cologne, and then, of course, they would allocate more business to Cologne. And the airlines, on the other hand, they say, well, if you have a commitment from forwarders, they would think about flying on a higher frequency to Cologne. So, and this is now a key task for this year and maybe the next year to match this and to try to convince both sides to use the Cologne opportunities.
I think key to that business would be like the facilities that you have and the capacity to handle some of this cargo. Can you give us an idea about your space or the kind of facilities that you have?
First of all, we have a 24/7 operation. This is kind of unique in Germany. We can operate 24 hours in 7 days with some limitations, of course, during the night. But we are open for cargo business on 24/7 hours a week. And the second point is we have a warehouse with 20,000 square meters. We try to build up another one, basically with the same size. And we are allocated, as you know, Cologne is allocated in the middle of Germany. So we have very good highways close to the airport. So all in all, I think we have the perfect infrastructure to further grow.
Okay, also you have many collaborations like the dnata you are talking about. Are you looking for more, bringing in stakeholders, for example? How is that happening?
I think, as you can see in our booth organization here, We have a lot of very valuable partners at Cologne. Some of them are small, but like hidden champions in the industry. And we are very proud they operate already in Cologne. And of course, we try to extend our network and constantly develop together with the existing partners, but also with new partners.
What I can expect from your airport very soon in terms of announcement, what I can expect in the next 1 year or 2 years?
I think it's too early to talk about new announcement, but I can guarantee that we will make some in the next half a year. And of course, together with the whole cargo family, we want to develop the ZGN airport as a whole. And this is also reflected in our setup here at the booth and the fair. And I'm looking forward to do this. It's exciting times. Also, of course, challenging times, but I'm an optimist, so I see really a good future for Cologne and the industry in Cologne.
Thank you so much, Thilo, for joining us today, and all the best.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.